Hey everybody, my name is Rebecca Johnson and I am a licensed mental health counselor. I work primarily with individuals that are in narcissistic relationships, so I specialize in narcissistic abuse. And today we're going to talk about what to do if you feel like or think that you are in a relationship with a narcissist. So let's dive right in. Entering into a romantic relationship is a journey usually filled with excitement, joy, fun, and sometimes unexpected challenges. If you found yourself dating someone you think has narcissistic tendencies or has a narcissistic personality, you are not alone. Navigating a relationship with a narcissistic partner is emotionally draining and very confusing. This type of relationship takes a toll on your emotional, mental, and physical well-being, and being in a relationship with a narcissist will slowly erode your sense of self and autonomy. Today, in this video, we're going to explore what it means to be in a relationship with a narcissist, the signs to look out for and the red flags, and most importantly, how to cope and make informed decisions moving forward. First of all, it's important to understand narcissistic individuals. These people have personality traits that are very self-serving, very self-centered, and are relationally destructive. These traits go beyond any normal traits of confidence or even self-assuredness. It can be helpful to use the acronym Special Me, SPECIALME, in order to remember these signs of narcissistic personality disorder. So the S in Special Me stands for a sense of self-importance. P is a preoccupation with power, beauty, and success. E is for entitlement. C stands for that they can only be around people who are important or special. I is interpersonally exploitative for their own gain. A, arrogant. L stands for lack of empathy. M means they must be admired. E is that they are envious of others and believe that others are envious of them. If you can write that acronym down or remember it, it will be helpful in remembering those traits of a narcissist. Let's move now into the red flags and the signs if you are in a narcissistic relationship. For the first one in that category is that they are excessively self-centered. So they talk about themselves excessively within the context of your relationship. They dominate conversations and they don't really show genuine interest in your thoughts or your feelings. Next, there is a lack of empathy, again, within the context of your relationship. They don't understand or empathize with your emotions, and they are quick to dismiss your concerns, and they will always, if not often, minimize your experience. Another red flag within your relationship is that they have a constant need for validation. They require constant praise and admiration, and they seek attention and may become upset if they feel that their importance is threatened. Next red flag or sign that you might be in a narcissistic relationship is that they are very manipulative. So they use guilt, manipulation, even emotional blackmail in order to get what they want. And they will play mind games such as gaslighting. They will twist situations to their advantage in order to get their way. The next red flag is blame shifting. So if you sense that your partner is blaming you or blaming others for every issue that is coming up against them, that is called blame shifting. They will avoid taking responsibility for their own actions, and they will deflect blame onto others or particularly onto you. There's also a lack of respect. So this is additional red flag or a sign. If you're dating a narcissist, they do not respect who you are, what's important to you, your identity, your values. They don't respect your family or your friends. So that means that they will not hold these things in high esteem. Just because it's your parents, just because it's your friend, they still feel at liberty to tear them down and try to convince you there's something wrong with them. So the last sign that I'm going to talk about in this video today is that there is no relational reciprocity. So what that means is that they are not going to meet you in your efforts to improve or to repair the issues in your relationship. They are going to leave it completely up to you, and they're going to blame you and make you feel responsible for fixing the relationship when things go wrong. So next, let's talk about some coping strategies. If this is what you're sensing is happening within your relationship, I would implore you to continue to educate yourself through things like this: YouTube, good resources, good books, professionals, those sorts of things. Really very important to educate yourself so you can better understand narcissism and the effects that it can have on a relationship. And this way too, you can make an informed decision about your relationship and what to do next. Another thing that is important for you to do, if this is what you're feeling like you're in, is to set boundaries. You will need to establish clear boundaries and communicate your needs. Be warned that this will be met with resistance if you are in a relationship with a narcissist. Narcissists will not respect these boundaries. So if you're feeling that those boundaries are getting pushed back on or being bullied, then that is a red flag for sure. Another way to cope through a situation like this is to really focus on yourself and caring for yourself. It's important to prioritize your own well-being. You can do that by engaging in activities that you really enjoy, finding time to spend with friends and your family. It could also be incredibly helpful to seek therapy for guidance if you think that this is the type of relationship that you are. That segues right into my next point, which is to seek professional help, particularly with a therapist that is experienced in dealing with narcissistic relationships. Somebody like myself, somebody that has special training and is specialized and has spent lots of time sitting with individuals that are in narcissistic relationships. They are able to provide you with really valuable insights and different coping strategies to help navigate this situation. So up to this point, right, we have looked at those different traits of a narcissist. We talked about that acronym Special Me. We discussed different red flags and signs that you might be experiencing in a relationship. And now I think to move into the whole conversation of considering your own future. Now is the time to evaluate whether this relationship is healthy for you in the long term. Spoiler alert, if you are in a relationship with a narcissist, it is not healthy and it will only get worse with time and get even more destructive. I would encourage you to keep in mind that the negative impact outweighs the positive. You might be saying to yourself, there's good things that are happening. We have fun, we laugh together, etc., etc. But I would encourage you to weigh that against the negative impact. If this relationship is getting abusive, if you feel minimized, if your partner has no empathy, if you're being manipulated, these are not things that are going to get better with time. So all of this information then helps you ultimately make the decision on what's next for you. Again, I have to say that if you do feel that your partner is a narcissist, that it's better now to leave the relationship than to let any more time go by. It is important and of the utmost value that you prioritize your mental, emotional, and physical health and well-being. The relationship will become toxic if it hasn't already, and over time it will be very detrimental to you. Ending the relationship now before it gets any deeper will be very difficult. It's even more difficult and will come at a high emotional and mental cost to you if you allow the relationship to continue. So, in conclusion, navigating a relationship with a narcissistic partner is an uphill battle, no doubt. If you can recognize the signs now, if you can set some boundaries and prioritize your own self-care, these are all essential steps in maintaining your own well-being and mental health. Remember, you deserve a healthy and respectful relationship that uplifts and supports you. Your journey towards emotional health and empowerment is so worth every step. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Feel free to check out the library of videos that I have here on my YouTube channel. I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't yet, just so you can get notifications when new videos are published. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time.